All right, cool. Well, this is all right. We're trying out live streaming. Okay. We're trying this out. We're going to see how this goes. This is something that eventually, we want to do more of. We made a trailer for our church. Goodness, it was like last month and it talked about live streaming. So this is something eventually we want to do. And what better way to test this out and kind of learn the ropes and get a little bit of experience than kind of sharing how this year has gone so far and what this year has been like. We have not been updating real regularly like we thought we would, and we've been increasing the content just recently, and we're going to continue to accelerate that and move things forward. We've been incredibly busy with a lot of groundwork stuff, and so the online digital content and stuff like that has fallen to the wayside. But that's going to begin to change. And so we've been updating our prayer partners and stuff, but we just have not been producing content on Instagram or here on YouTube or on Facebook. In fact, Facebook has been dormant for even longer. But we want to change that. We want to change that, and we feel called to add the digital component and to um, create some content that people from a broader and wider audience, geographically and otherwise, can check out, can see, and can learn. I'm so passionate about what we're doing, and the Lord has brought a whole lot of clarity, especially recently. And so I want to just kind of update you on how this year has gone. Likely, there's not going to be anybody hopping on live right now. It's kind of late, and we only have 31 subscribers right now. So, so this is probably something that's going to be watched back a good amount, maybe. And so want to just kind of explain how things have gone. So we moved here in January. We began meeting regularly in the home in February, and it's been awesome. It's been really great. I have absolutely loved the family atmosphere that we've had and how it feels like a family reunion every single Sunday. We've been going verse by verse through Ephesians, and we're pretty much halfway done with Ephesians, and it's been really incredible. The first half of Ephesians is so heavy with really incredible, deep theological truths and really hammering out a lot of key understandings that we as a church need to have. But we've loved meeting in a house and the type of environment that that fosters, and the Lord has brought, as I said, a lot of clarity. And so we are even more passionate about house churches than we were before, which we're really excited, really passionate about it. But it has been such an incredible environment to see really the purpose of the church being fleshed out, which the purpose of the church is to exhort one another and to sharpen one another, help one another, and worship God collectively in a way that it can be, I want to say can be, because house churches aren't the only way of doing this, but it can be a little bit more challenging in other settings. We don't believe that house churches are the only way to do it. Okay, they aren't. There are a lot of incredible churches that meet in more quote unquote traditional ways. Something that I have had to remind myself of, and that we need to keep reminding our team of and everything too, is this misunderstanding that some people have that house churches are new, or that this is like a church reimagined, because it's not. It's the original way that church was done, and I'm not saying that it's like the superior way, but it's the original way. And what my heart is that people at least have the option to engage with that type of church, because it is a very special environment, and we have loved just just the type of atmosphere that that fosters. It's a really special atmosphere. It allows for a lot of discussions, a lot of community time. We have time with getting prayer requests, and have really been able to like engage with the message. Okay, so people can, you know, share like what their thoughts are, if they have questions or if they have disagreements or whatever. It provides an avenue for that that's really safe. And and so it's been really good. It's been good. We've had visitors from the community, incredible people stop by. We've had people stop by who are friends and family and other people as well. We have been building connections with brothers and sisters in Christ from other churches, which has been really exciting and awesome. And it's been cool to see that there's a really good spirit about other churches here, because I know that sometimes churches can feel threatened or can feel nervous about, the new church in town. Though I think house churches are a lot less threatening that way. Um, but even still, there's a genuine desire to build kingdom, not to build individual empires or to build individual churches. There seems to be a really good heart to see the message of Jesus Christ advance in this area. And so that's been really cool. We found that wow, building trust over time is important. And, the third core value that we have is patience. And the Lord had been telling me for a while that we are going to have patience. And we will, because we have a different type of church than what people picture. And for a lot of people, that's a good thing. And they aren't interested in going to traditional institutional churches, and for other people that's like that blows their minds. But a lot of it's building trust over time, and so we want to love the community and be patient with the community. And so we've been meeting people, and we've been doing the grunt work, the hard work, and we're moving one step at a time. The thing I told our team last year, actually in August, is I said that this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. And we've had, people stop by, and we've had visitors in our church, and I'm thankful for the people who've stopped by, and thankful for the connections that we've made, and I'm thankful for what God has done in and through our church. But I also understand that we're in the early stages, and we want to make sure everyone understands that we are in a place where we are going to hunker down, get to know the basics, get to know how family functions, how church functions, and we are in this for the long haul. We're not leaving. We love this community, and so it's really exciting. It's exciting to finally be here. We had to wait a long time. We have been called to this area for 10 years. Okay, 10 years, and we got called to plant this church 8 years ago. We had to be so patient. And what was crazy about that was when we were called to plant a church, and we knew we were planting a church here, the Lord was closing all these doors, and he had a lot of preparation to do in our hearts. And we ended up teaming up with the church that actually sent us in Leland, North Carolina, an hour north of here. And I'm thankful, so thankful for those days. That was such an amazing blessing, such an amazing blessing. You can see the pastor of that church in one of the videos that we recorded. Um, his name's Heath Cadell, and that was a really fun video to shoot. It's a little goofy, little fun, but he's a mentor to me, and he's a friend. And we do things ministry wise a little differently, but we are on the same page with so much, and we are worshiping the same King, and we're advancing the same gospel, and we have the same heart with so much of this. And it's just so cool, the people that God places in your life. And if He really answered the desire of my heart instantly, then we wouldn't have had that connection. And that would be so tragic. That would be so tragic, because that's an alliance that I'm so thankful for. And he's just such a great friend. And I have other mentors too that have been so helpful and so instrumental, and not just yes men who will always, just nod or whatever. People who will, they'll question and they'll challenge if necessary. And so that's good. That's a really good thing. But learning patience, also learning balance of schedule. We just had a new baby. She was born December 14th, and I overestimated my ability to juggle everything. So that's part of the reason why there have not been updates shared here on YouTube, or on Instagram or on Facebook, because our online posting has gone down. Um, but we're going to be in the process of changing that. We might not change that with Facebook. I'm not a Facebook fan. I'm really not a big Facebook fan. Um, but who knows? Maybe. But this is a really cool way to reach out to a broader audience. I've been so thankful for what YouTube has opened up to us. I've had pastors reach out who have found our church through YouTube, mainly through the Start Church review that I did, and that was really. It's been really cool to hear from pastors who will share what their church is, and there's one guy that is planting house church just like what we have, and I was able to connect with him and call him and talk with him, and that was really cool. And I realized that there's a broader mission that can exist here, where people who are planting churches, not just house churches but any church, they can get questions answered, and they can get help and can get encouragement. And the house church pastor, he was great because I was able to share from our experience and encourage him. And that opens up so many doors, right? Because things that we experience, or challenges we experience, or things that we learn along the way, we can pass them along. And that is really neat. That is really special. That's really special. Somebody could look at the landscape of our country and faith today and be incredibly discouraged. But God's not giving up. We're not giving up. And I think we just need to listen to what He has to share with us, to obey His leading. And it's exciting to see the people that He's calling and He's raising up. It's really neat. It's really cool. Um, so it's been a good 2019 so far. A good 2019. Um, we re-recorded, hopefully I'm not repeating myself, re-recorded the core values video, the mission video, to update it. We've been updating the website. The website, I think, is like totally updated. We have a chat feature on our church website, which is really cool. So we have a phone number, we have an email address, and people can live chat. So if they have like a question right there that they need answered, they could just be like, "Burp, burp, 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 doop, 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 burp," and they can go ahead and get that taken care of. So anyway, awesome things, awesome things. It's been a fun day. It's been a fun day. And this has been a really fun test. And we'll have to do this more. And, as people show up, or if people don't, that's cool too. This has been fun just talking. And we appreciate your prayers. If you are planting a church, no matter what type of church, feel free to reach out. We would love to pray for you, and we'd love to be there for you. All right. Well, I should probably go. I think there are fireworks going on outside. But thank you for watching this. If you're watching to the end, holy cow! Wow, you are either super dedicated or you are incredibly bored. Either way, very thankful that you spent so much time listening to what's been going on. We are thankful. We are so blessed. We are walking out the plan that God has set before us. And it's been a wonderful adventure so far. And there have been discouraging moments, but I'll tell you, God has carried us through, and He's going to. and we're in it for the long haul. We love the mission of God. We love the purposes of God. And um, wow, what a joy to know the love of Christ that passes all knowledge. The love of Christ. May you experience that love in a way that lifts your spirit up wherever you are, whatever circumstance you're going through. And thanks for watching this. God is good, and God is doing amazing things. Bless you.